Dear students, today I will start your first class of second semester. Heartily welcome to this second semester. The classes of this second semester started with online mode because this mode is we have to adopt because of the epidemic, there is corona epidemic, and due to this reason again all of us we are engaging the classes online, and it is as per the instruction from Rani Chennamma University Belgavi, and we are engaging these classes. Now for this semester, that is second semester, the method of teaching ours or mode of examination will be similar to that in the first semester. All of you are aware that this is CBCS mode or CBCS method has been adopted here from this your batch onwards. Already in first semester you have done this, you have faced this mode. And what is the mode of examination? Also you know how many marks are allotted for theory, how many for practical. Again in theory and practical, how many marks for out of theory, again IA marks and IA marks for practical. All this method you know in the first semester, I will not repeat. And classes, regarding classes, how many classes will be engaged per week, already written on this board. That is 4 hours classes per week we are going to engage as in the previous semester, that is first semester. 4 hours per week we are going to engage the classes. Total hours of the paper, this paper is 60 hours, and total hours of this paper. Paper title is Electricity and Magnetism. Electricity and Magnetism, that is title of the paper. And this one paper has been divided into 4 parts or 4 units. 4 units. The whole paper has been divided into 4 units. Unit 1, 2, 3, 4. Like this it has been divided. And according to this, Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3, Unit 4 topics are written on this board. Unit 1 topic, name of the topic is vector analysis and Maxwell's electromagnetic theory. This is of 15 hours duration. Vector analysis and Maxwell's electromagnetic theory. Unit 2, DC circuit analysis and transient current. It is also of 15 hours duration. Unit 3, magnetostatistics, magnetic properties, electromagnetic induction and AC alternating current. That is Unit 3. It is also of 15 hours duration. And Unit 4, electrical instrument and measurement. Electrical instrument and measurement. This is also of 15 hours duration. So total units sum if you take, sum of all the 4 units will be 60 hours. So like this the syllabus has been second semester paper has been divided into 4 parts, 4 units like this as I have written on the board. Already detailed syllabus of these units or 4 units have been sent to you on your WhatsApp group. Okay. Dear students, here in this situation, as per the instruction from university, we are engaging classes online, and when up to which month we will engage this, we don't know. But all of you have to attend all the online classes regularly without forgetting regularly. Okay, and already I send notice to your WhatsApp group or your group. So therefore, according to that, you attend the classes regularly without fail. And your attendance how will take? All of you do one thing, you send on the comment box, your send on in the comment box, write your name and roll number after this class. Okay, and that you send, so that will be the your attendance, that will be your attendance. So how in this method, that is YouTube video method, we are sending, I am sending today. So therefore, in this what you have to do, how you have to write your roll number and name in the comment box. So that you should not forget after completion of each class. Up they are taking online, automatically suppose they are taking using Zoom app or any other app, they are taking online classes. So in that case, automatically your attendance will be there, will be noted there. We have attended, they will come to know, teachers will come to know. But as per this YouTube video method, now there are different methods. One method is, that is online, means how that Zoom app you have to download, or you have to download Google Meet. So the teachers will tell you which app you have to download. You have to download it, and then you have to be ready before 10 minutes. They will send you password of that class. When they will send you password, you have to attend that class using that password, and completely they will come to know which student have been attended. Or I am also going to take some classes using Zoom or using Google Meet. So therefore, at that time you have to not necessary to write comment, because already it will be noted participant's name there. But in the YouTube method, video method, YouTube video we are sending now, so that there what you have to do, you have to write your roll number, name and roll number of that after completion of that class. That is comment box will be there, comment box. Okay, so that this method we have to adopt, and don't ignore this type of online classes. Okay, you take it seriously and attend all the classes regularly, because this has been taken as the part of your semester duration. Semester duration, all of you know, 4 months. 4 months duration, it has been started 20th April. So like this, as per university instruction, we are engaging these classes, and you attend the classes regularly. And as per the syllabus, physics syllabus concerned, as I told you, 2 topics have been given: electricity and magnetism. And they have this paper has title Electricity and Magnetism, and already some part of this branches of physics have been already covered in the UCC course. Okay, some means introductory part of electricity, introductory part of magnetism, already it has been covered in the UC course. So that continuation of that, some more topics of that branches of physics will be given in this paper. Okay, in this paper. So that you have to attend the classes, then only you will come to know subject matter, and then the classes will be there. And suppose if you have any question, you can directly write in your WhatsApp group the question also, your doubts also. You can write, you can send that in your group. We will try to answer that. Okay, we will try to solve that question. So like this, we will follow this method for remaining how many days I don't know, but you have to follow this method till the online classes will complete. Then already external analysis unit 1, regarding this some 4 units I will tell you certain things, certain introductory parts. Now external analysis in the unit 1, Already this vector analysis you might have studied in the first PUC class, first PUC science class, correct? What is vector, what is scalar, or scalar and vectors. These are the two physical quantities. Okay, physical quantities. Some physical quantities, all the physical quantities of the physics has been divided into two categories. That is scalars and vectors. What is scalar quantity? A physical quantity having only magnitude but no direction, that is called scalar. What is a vector quantity? It has that physical quantity which has both magnitude and direction, that is vector analysis. Here you got to study vector analysis. Already you might have studied there scalar and vector quantities, and they might have known that scalar, for example, scalar has only magnitude. For example, speed, it has magnitude, okay, but no direction. Along which direction the body is moving, you don't know, but it has speed. It may be in this direction, in this direction, in this direction, any direction, but it has speed. Suppose it is 50 km per hour. Okay, therefore in which direction you don't know. That is meaning of scalar quantity. And suppose that vector quantity, suppose that velocity. One example I am giving just for one of our colleagues will take that. I am going to take this unit 4. I will explain that which unit I will take. Then velocity, it has only one direction, not all the direction, only one direction. All of these direction are different. So that it has magnitude, direction, both magnitude and direction. Suppose now it is going along one direction. Suppose I will take 50 km per hour or minus 50 km per hour. It will be towards north, towards south it will be minus, towards north it will be plus, towards south minus, opposite direction. That it has both magnitude and direction. So like this we have this quantities, scalar quantities, vector quantities. So physical quantities all of you know. These are the quantities which can be measurable quantities. The quantities which are measurable, they are called physical quantities. They may be length, they may be mass, they may be time. These are fundamental quantities, length, mass, time. They are measurable. Only that quantity which is measurable, that is called physical quantity. These are two types, scalar quantity, vector quantity. What is the meaning of that? With example I told you. Then what is the vector analysis we are going to study here, this year? Scalar product, vector product. What is scalar product, vector product? Scalar product is cross product, vector product is dot product. So like this, what are the properties of this scalar product and vector products, that we are going to study. Then after that some more new physical quantities you are going to study here, gradient of scalar, divergence of vector, curl of vector, like that. That details syllabus I have given to you. Then in Maxwell's electromagnetic theory also, you are going to study about electromagnetism. Okay, electric field, all of you know what is electric field, what is magnetic field. So that if they are now, electric field is in one direction, in perpendicular direction, magnetic field acting, then electromagnetism play very important role in solving certain problems, disturbances set up in the medium. They are electromagnetic waves. So the disturbances set up in the medium are waves. Disturbances that are set up in the medium, so that waves. So particle has some disturbance there, then only wave can be seen to you. Wave, already you know, sound wave, light wave, like that. Sine or optics, in optics, ray of light, that is light waves, correct? Like that, electromagnetic waves, that study of Maxwell's electromagnetic theory will be there in this unit 1, will covered in the unit 1. Then unit 2, DC circuit analysis and transient current. DC circuit analysis and transient current. DC means direct current. Direct current. Current already studied. Electricity or current electricity are studied in PUC. So therefore, what is current electricity? All of you know very well that a current which flows in only one direction, that is direct current, which flows in only one direction, DC, direct current. So that DC circuit analysis, some more types of sources we are going to study. Okay, in this year, DC circuit analysis we are going to study. Already you have studied what are DC sources, what is DC, what are DC sources. Okay, and that all of you know. DC source means, for example, I will tell you. Suppose that DC source, direct current, DC source, direct current. Now, example for this is DC battery. Suppose if you take battery as symbol of this type, it is DC, direct current. Direct current. So, because they are both terminal, positive terminal, negative terminal. So, direct current. So, for example, dry cells you are using now, like remote control or transistor or watches, you are using dry cells. Okay, those cells are called dry cells. Dry cells. Okay, they are source of DC. Source of DC current. So therefore, like this, you will study a DC circuit analysis. You will have some more detailed analysis, circuit analysis. That is DC circuit analysis, where you study about voltage and current sources, Kirchhoff's current and voltage laws, Thevenin's theorem, Norton's theorem, derivations. You are going to study some more detailed study of DC circuit analysis and transient current. Transient currents are the one. Now, as soon as transient current means, briefly I will explain you. In one line I am explaining transient current. So that this is also a type of current. Already you know DC, already you know AC, alternating current. Alternating current means which changes sinusoidally with time. This is this type AC. It is AC. DC already I told you. It is DC. So this is AC. AC. So like this transient. What happens here? There is a growth. Whenever plug is closed, the current will not reach its point immediately. There is growth of current. And similarly, as soon as in DC circuits I am explaining, there will be DC, means current increase, growth of current takes place with time. And there is a possibility of, as soon as you remove the key in DC circuits, current growth you can see like this. Also, decay of current you can see like this, separately. Not like this, continuously, separately. So therefore, this type of current is called transient. Transient, where you can see growth of current or decay of current. You will get here both type, that is growth and decay of current. Now in different circuits, if you connect resistance, inductance, capacitance, different types of circuits, different theory will be there, that you are going to study in this transient circuits. Theory and growth, theory of growth and decay of current in RL circuit, in RC circuit. RL means R means resistance, L means inductance. Okay, RC, R means resistance, C means capacitance. So transient circuits, that you are going to study in second part of the unit 2. Second part is transient current. Transient current. Then next part is magnetostatics. Unit 3. Unit 3. Magnetostatics, magnetic properties, electromagnetic induction and AC. It is little bit lengthy unit here out of 4 units. It is 4 subtopics are there. Subtopics: magnetostatics, magnetic properties, electromagnetic induction and alternating current. Magnetostatics. Now again you are going to study about here magnetism only. You are going to study about magnetism, Biot-Savart's law. Magnetic field at a point due to straight conductor carrying current. Magnetic field along the axis of circular coil carrying current along the axis of solenoid. And principal construction theory of Helmholtz helicometer, magnetostatics. Okay, here already you might have studied this. Expressions you derived, again it is there in your syllabus here. Okay, so therefore Biot-Savart's law, all of you might have studied Biot-Savart's law, means along a straight conductor, suppose there is a straight conductor, a point is there, then what happens? Already know magnetic effect of current, that whenever current flows through that conductor, then there exists a magnetic field surrounding this, magnetic field surrounding that conductor. So therefore you have to study here magnetic field at this point, suppose at point P, from the center of the conductor at a distance x. Then you have to study here that magnetic Biot-Savart's law, expression for magnetic field at that point due to straight conductor carrying current or along the circular coil carrying current. The straight conductor may be circular coil. So therefore you will get this theory, use of this theory in the Helmholtz helicometer. Then magnetic properties. This magnetic properties, here you are going to study about the magnetic intensity, magnetic induction, magnetic potential, correct? And derivation of magnetic intensity, magnetic potential due to dipole. Derivation of magnetic intensity and magnetic potential due to dipole. And also we are going to study here, permeability and magnetic susceptibility, and distinction between 3 types of magnetic material, that is dia, para and ferromagnetic materials, and Ampere's circuit law. So this comes under magnetic properties. Okay, so that already you know what is magnetic induction, magnetic intensity. Okay, the force experienced by unit charge placed at that point is the magnetic field. So that suppose that there is a magnet. Who is the N? Is S. Okay. Now force experienced by unit charge placed at that point. Suppose that there is comes under here magnetic field, and that magnetic force, expression for magnetic force or magnetic field, magnetic induction, magnetic flux per unit area, that is magnetic induction. Magnetic flux means what? The field around magnet can be measured per unit area. Field around the magnet can be measured per unit area. So magnetic flux is magnetic field per unit area, that is magnetic flux. Magnetic flux is called magnetic induction there. And like this, some properties of 3 magnetic materials, dia, para, ferro magnetic materials, you are going to study in this topic, magnetic properties. And electromagnetic induction. Already you might have studied this electromagnetic induction, that is Faraday's laws, Lenge's laws. What are the statements of Faraday's law and Lenge's law, and self and mutual inductance. So that you are studied in the electromagnetic induction. In alternating current, here alternating current, you have to study about AC circuits only. AC circuits already, that is what is AC circuits containing L and R, inductance, resistance in series, C and R, capacitance, resistance in series using J operator method. That is alternating current. Already I explained you what is alternating current. Then in fourth topic, that is electrical instrument and measurements. So this topic I will going to take. Okay, what are types of electrical instruments and measurements using that, and another one dielectrics and dielectrics. So these are the two I'll take unit 4, that is electrical instrument and dielectrics. Next class, directly I'll start with this fourth unit. Okay, some of my colleagues have been taking this unit 1, unit 2, somehow started now already. Now I will take unit 4. I will take unit 4 and start directly with this unit 4, that is electrical instrument and measurement and dielectrics, which is part of this electricity and magnetism, or electric current comes under current electricity. So therefore, my dear students, whatever you learn now in PUC about this topics, that is current electricity or magnetism, we just have the revision of that. We will try here as much as possible to our level best to make the revision of that also in the next classes. Directly I will not start, but some revision of this required for this topic I will make, I will repeat here, and then I will start my syllabus. So today I will conclude with this only, because already it is some more classes I will engage online. So at that time I will tell you some more instructions regarding how we can follow the further instructions of these online classes. Okay, but students, all of you attend regularly all the classes. This is my instruction to all the students. Thank you.